We're back, and I'm just gonna play us out with a little Creedence. Down on the corner, out in the street, tell me all things that good times can't be. Yeah, that's all I know of that song. Anyone got any requests? Well, that's the problem when you go solo backpacking. Oh, by the way, you're not supposed to go solo backpacking. You're supposed to always be in a group of at least 5. The reason for 5 is if someone gets injured, you have 2 people that can stay behind, take care of them, and then you have 2 people that can leave. That way, if either the party that left to go get help or the party that stayed to administer first aid, if either of them gets hurt, then there's somebody there to help them or get them out of a jam or whatever. It's just much safer when you have a group of 5. Much safer than 4 or 3 or even 2, and most especially safer than 1. 1 is like, don't do that. And if you're going to do that, take it easy. If your shoes aren't working, just go home. Don't go further in. I was going to go further in, but I didn't. You know why? Poor shoes. Plus, I couldn't get my backpack adjusted properly on the way out. When you have stuff swinging around, it can be really hard on your back. And if the weight in the backpack is too far out or too much on the top, then it really pulls back on you. You end up having to lean forward. Let me just demonstrate. When you have too much weight out towards the back, I have all my weight down here towards the butt and against my back in here. All the weight is distributed down there so that it keeps me hopefully standing up relatively straight. I'm not having to lean forward too much. My straps could be a little bit tighter, and the backpack could probably be made to be a little bit taller. Most backpacks are adjustable, telescoping, so that the waist strap is seated firmly on your hips, like right on top of them, almost pinching down on them. It should be a little uncomfortable, but the idea is that all the weight is sitting on your hips, and even if your straps were completely loose, the backpack still sits there. And the newer ones, the internal framed ones, are able to get the stuff closer to your body. I like the external frames because one of my Scoutmaster's old stories, hiking, I believe it was Mount McKinley. No, Shasta. It was Shasta. When they would hike Shasta, they all had external frames. They were old Kelty backpacks. You can use an external frame backpack as a toboggan, and the side of Mount Shasta is a glacier. So it takes 2 days to hike up, but then it only takes about an hour to slide down. And he was telling me, you get building up a lot of speed, and it gets kind of steep in some places, and there are little pockets where the snow is melted, where you can go ahead and slow yourself down and kind of break through. Hey. Whee! As I said, this is kind of a public access area. I don't know, he might be a local guy. He was very nice, he waved. I didn't want to get him on camera, but people are usually pretty nice. If you're nice, you smile. People usually don't bother you, but if you come out and you're making a lot of noise, singing Creedence and banging pots and smoking dope, not that I would do anything like that, you just got to be careful. You really, that's why, you go clean when you go out. You don't bring any booze. You don't bring anything. I'm not much of a user of anything anyway, but if I were into any of that, I would leave it at home, because when you're out on the trail and you're hiking for hours at a time and the sun's beating down on you, that's the high. That's the high you're looking for, and you don't want to ruin it. If you got to bring it, if you got to do your other stuff, be respectful. Cigarettes. I'm not into smoking cigarettes while you're on the trail either, though I'll do that occasionally. But cigarettes, when you're on the trail, don't leave your butts. Don't leave your butts out on the trail. Pack them out. Take them out. There's so much plastic, and I forget what they make the fiber out of, but it is not biodegradable. They just sit there. The whole point is that we all get to enjoy pristine wilderness and give it to our children and their kids, and enjoy the planet the way it is. Let's not turn everything into concrete jungles. Let's try to keep it nice for just to make our lives better. Enjoy it. they're crossing.